Mama Razzle Dazzle here. I've got to razzle dazzle you with this great Knit Picks yarn swift. Now these are really helpful if you want to wind your yarn from a hank like this by yourself. And I just got this one, and this is how it comes packaged. So I'm going to take this netting off, which it's really actually a great idea to keep the netting to hold it together. Now they come in two colors. And this one is Onyx, and I really love the color. So there's a clamp here that we're going to use to clamp onto our table like that. I have to just get the hardware ready. Okay, so it comes with two keys. The larger one should go into the bottom like this, and it's going to come out in a hole here, and this is how we're going to clamp it on the table. So I just have to keep turning it. Okay, here we go. It's starting to show. It's a little bit hard to see because it's black. And then this other key will go into this collar here, which is going to hold our umbrella swift open. So I'm just going to screw that in there until I feel it get to the middle. Okay, and I'm going to back it off a little so it spins. Okay, so I'm going to hook this onto the table. And turn the key until it's nice and secure, because we do not want this thing flying off. Okay, so it's stuck there now. And what you do is you take your yarn and you untwist it till it comes out like that. Now up here at the somewhere there will be these little ties. Okay, so you grab a hold of those and don't take them off yet, and just shake it loose. Then you drape it over the swift and stretch it open. Okay, and you keep pushing it up until you see it get a good amount of pressure on it to hold it open. Okay, I'm just going to show you once more like that. We take this yarn and get it around the swift like that, and then you can push up or open up, push up with the collar here a little bit and release the yarn, and it's gonna, you keep pushing it up until it's tight. You don't want any of that getting loose. Yarn's too expensive to have it fall down and get in a big knot. Okay, so we take the collar and we push it up really hard against the top here to keep this stretched out, and then we turn the key. And this is a beautiful model because there's a lot of swifts that don't have a very easy way, or a wooden screw, and sometimes they get lost. This is actually going to stay together when you fold it up, so that's just a really wonderful design in this umbrella swift. Okay, so we have two places, sometimes three or four, that the yarn is tied together, like right here. And I just look around here, and it looks like it's only one on this billow yarn here. So that's very nice. And there's a knot here, and they tie it so you can pull it out, so you don't waste a single piece of your yarn. Some you have to cut little pieces, little ringlets of the yarn that holds it together. Okay, so now you've got one on the inside and one on the outside. And there are many ways, there's ball winders you can use, but I like winding it by hand. Lots of reasons for that. First of all, I can make sure that my yarn ball is not too tight and that it's gonna stay together. So I'm just gonna wind it here, and this will hold it all while I'm pulling it off. Sometimes you can really get it spinning. Now what I do is just a little bit of a butterfly like that, and then I hold my fingers over it and I wrap the yarn over my fingers, and then I will pull them out, and that way the yarn won't be all stretched out and it'll stay loose and comfortable in the ball. It's better for the yarn to have it not wound too tightly. Okay, so I'm just going to wind this off and you can watch it spin around. I like the black color of this. Most of them are just natural wood, and that's quite fine. I like natural wood too. I have a couple myself that are natural wood. But this black one was different, and I really like the key things they use to hold it still. It's really a nice model, worth every penny. So I got this at Knit Picks. I like Knit Picks a lot. Their yarns are beautiful, and the people are friendly and very helpful. If you're having, problems figuring out what to do for your project, the shipping is fast, and all the projects that I've made come out nice. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to wind it off, and this is very fast, and you don't need somebody holding their arms up, trying to hold the yarn for you and getting tired and having the yarn fall all over the place. And this billow yarn is 120 yards of bulky weight, so it knits up quickly. It would be good for a sweater, scarf, hat, and especially like Afghans. Boy, they would. Well, that's actually what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to make an Afghan. It's very cozy and soft feeling. It's got a thick and thin texture to it, and it will kind of make a rustic Afghan or a sweater. But it also has the colors that are modern and, the color of the day actually. So it'll have multi-purpose, and it will definitely make a nice soft item for you. I was reading some of the comments that people were making about this yarn, and many of them love it for baby Afghans, and they also like it for adult Afghans, and they said it feels very soft and dreamy against your skin. I like the description of that it's dreamy, and it really is. As I'm rolling it into the ball here, it's very soft, and I guess it is thick and thin, but it seems pretty consistent, at least this one color that I'm winding off. If you use a ball winder, those are a lot faster, really, and you can get this swift flying like crazy. You can hardly keep up with it when you're using a ball winder. Kind of fun. Someday I'll show you a ball winder, but today we're just doing it this way with winding it, and every time I do it I've got my fingers in the ball. So as I'm winding it, it's nice and squishy and soft. Very nice texture, and it's actually a pretty heavy yarn. And as we get down here to the last part, it goes a lot faster because the ball's bigger and there's less yarn to get caught on. But you'll notice as I'm doing this, nothing is getting wasted, nothing is falling off or getting in knots. I've tried winding balls by myself with the yarn over a wash basket or over the back of a chair, and almost always till I get down to the very bottom of it, it starts getting tangled up, and I either lose some or I waste a lot of time trying to pick the knots out. So here we go. or down to the very bottom, and it didn't have any trouble at all. So get yourselves one of these beautiful umbrella swifts. You know, it's a little bit maybe expensive in the very beginning, but it is worth every penny because you'll be able to wind all of your yarn by yourself. And now I have a whole bunch of more billow to wind off, and I'm going to do that today. And then I'll be starting my afghan with the yarn that I got in the I Love Llamas kit. Alright, thank you, and I hope you enjoy your day. Oh, and here, look at this. I can put my yarn in my basket. That's going to look really nice on my couch while I'm working on my project. So make sure you check out that I Love Llamas kit. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. And I will have a link for this umbrella swift underneath my description. Thank you.